So a lot of you know I've been playing the new Ghosts N Goblins Resurrection on Legend mode, the hardest mode available. This has been a truly nut-punching experience, and I've had to put in a few hours offline to see what kind of progress I can make in this game. I am happy to report that I have a substantial update. I'm gonna get the truth out right away. Playing this game on Legend mode sucks. It sucks so bad.
Oh, no.
I'm sure only a handful of y'all out there are playing this game on Legend mode. Y'all feel me? You feel my pain? Some of you maybe want to try it. I can certainly try to help you guys. As for the rest of you, just sit back and enjoy the entertainment. This game is ruthlessly unfair for so many reasons. When I got to the cave, the big reason for this one was it's dark and I can't see anything. But trust me, that's not all. One of the recurring issues in this game is enemy spam. There are so many enemies all the time, everywhere, it's insane. So I figured out relatively early the trick to dealing with this is by learning a very specific spell, and it's the Medusa spell that turns everybody into a rock. Learning this spell will by no means make the game easy, at least on Legend mode, but it takes the edge off, and it is so nice. So back to this stupid cave level, I must have spent 2 or 3 hours dying aimlessly, tragically, repeatedly, wanting to rip all my hair out. Getting through the level was infuriatingly difficult, and you would run into this red devil who was impossible to defeat. Impossible. I don't know what they were thinking with the red devils in this game, but they are ridiculous, man. They were hard in the original, but you could kite them and beat them. But in this game, they're just, what the Anyways, I eventually figured out you could spawn the red devil in a different spot if you like loaded him differently. It's super weird, I don't know. But I finally figured out a way that you could get to this part without having to fight the red devil. Once I figured that out, it was a complete game changer. I died a few times at this end bit because it's super dark and it's platforming in the dark, and the jumping in this game sucks. The next area is a breath of fresh air. It's like riding these snake dragon things, and it's nice and open, and it's annoying and like totally trial and error with like, it's like a super long auto scroller, but it's a lot easier, and it felt good to be out of the freaking cave. So after a few tragic deaths, including this ridiculous troll right before the checkpoint, I made it to the next boss. Now there is one other important thing I need to talk to you about. The game allows you to change your skill tree stuff around, so if you've bought a spell, you can always unlearn it and put the points towards a different spell if you wanna like respec your character. This is essential to victory. I find that during the levels, you wanna have the Medusa spell. Always have the Medusa spell, for the most part. But during bosses, you want to have the doppelganger spell. The doppelganger lets you double up, sometimes triple up, and just go to town on these dudes' faces. It is so good, you don't even know. You're gonna find out, just keep watching. The levels themselves are complete bullshit. The bosses are fun. Even on Legend mode, the bosses are fun. They don't feel super unfair. They feel really well balanced and really rewarding to learn and complete. When I got out of the cave level, I thought there's no way a level could be any worse than that. We gotta be out of the woods. I'm sure it's still hard, but it can't be that bad. Boy, was I mistaken. This level where you shoot the eyeballs on accident in the background, and each time you do, it spawns a swarm of enemies. This is the worst level in the game. It is beyond a complete nightmare. You have to methodically work your way through this stage. Don't hit a single eyeball. If you do, it's probably over. You need to learn the way to go. It has multiple paths, and honestly, in my experience, only one path is really viable. The other path has a red devil, and the other one has like fire that melts your face. So you get through all of that, and you do some weird section where you're riding a monster. You have to kill it and ride down, and then you die to the stupid spikes. But anyways, you get through all that, and then you get to this crazy, weird auto-scroll section where you're inside of a monster's mouth. And it's the worst thing that you've ever seen. You've got Grim Reapers coming at you from off-screen, every direction. You are super claustrophobic, trying not to hit the spikes. You have no idea which direction the spikes are gonna go, so you have to keep replaying it over and over and over until you learn the exact path. I died so many times because the mouth just like randomly closes on you. And you guys are not gonna believe it. I got the checkpoint after dying. I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but I saw the checkpoint, I jumped for it, I died, my dead skeleton corpse hit the checkpoint, and it counted. I popped off so hard, bro, you have no idea. So after that, a fun boss who I beat pretty fast, and then next up, the final level, man. At this point, I was feeling pretty nervous because I underestimated how bad the game could get, and I was thinking, wow, it's been so freaking hard, so freakishly evil. How much worse can it get? I can't even imagine. So after starting up the level, I was met with this, and I was like, oh my god, it's even worse than I thought, dude. But after some tinkering, it's actually not that bad. This is the one level where I say use Doppelganger and not Medusa. Medusa doesn't have much value against the big guys, so the Doppelganger you need to take them down quick. Funny enough, this level's actually not that hard, and it's actually pretty enjoyable. There's this crazy platforming area where you're jumping through stuff, and it's a little funky, and you have to like mess with it a little bit to figure out exactly how to get through, but it's honestly pretty fun. After figuring it out, I made it to the top. Like, it didn't take me nearly as long as those other levels. And then he revealed himself. The final boss, and I recognized him right away from the original Ghosts N Goblins, so I was like, this is it, we freaking made it. At this point, I had the triple doppelganger spell, and I was ravaging this dude, man. I would get him to his second phase. Sometimes I would get him to the second phase almost instantly after the fight started. So he was kind of challenging, he was a little tricky, but ultimately it was a pretty fun fight, and I took him down pretty quick. After he went down, I knew it wasn't over. I knew it wasn't over for two reasons. One, because I know this freaking game and how it works and what they're gonna do, but two, because I was pretty sure there was like a second form. So the final form is like the devil or whatever, and you're standing underneath him, and he's just like spread eagle over you, which is pretty weird. Anyways, you throw stuff up at him and you're dodging all this crap. This kind of reminds me of Cuphead, sort of, for some reason. Like, a lot reminds me of Cuphead, actually, the more I think about it. But anyways, this is probably one of my favorite fights in the game. Another swell boss fight. And once again, it did not take me too long to learn and conquer this dude. And after that, I was reunited with my princess, and the credits rolled. I was so ecstatic, man. This was hours and hours of grinding, finally paying off, finally got the win. But we all know what's coming, right? We all know what's coming. Challenge again. So everybody knows the original Ghosts N Goblins at the very end, when you beat it, it's like challenge again, and it makes you play the game a second time for the true ending. So this game also does a challenge again, but it actually gives you a nice ending anyways the first time you beat it, and it looks like the second playthrough is completely different. I took a look at the first stage and it's like the Shadow realm. It's way different, it looks awful, I hate dark levels. Yeah. So that's it, folks. I beat Ghosts N Goblins Resurrection on Legend mode. I could not be more excited, and yes, I do plan on challenging again, sadly. Unfortunately for me, but for you, hopefully you'll enjoy it. Honestly, I really want to try playing the game on a normal difficulty and seeing what the difference is. Legend mode honestly sucks. I think 99.9% of people are gonna rage quit Legend mode. This summary here just barely shows you the kind of pain that I went through. But trust me, if you actually want to beat this game on Legend mode, be prepared emotionally, physically, your whole body. It's gonna be crazy. I think the game is great. It looks beautiful. Obviously the jumping mechanic kind of sucks. They stuck to the classic way of how Arthur jumped in the first Ghosts N Goblins, which is cool, I guess, for like whatever, but you kind of miss the more modern jumping or jumping from different games like a Mega Man or a Mario, being able to jump more precisely. The spells are cool, but it kind of feels like there's only a couple spells that matter. To me, the Medusa spell and the Doppelganger spell were like the only ones that really had much utility. It felt like the difficulty of Legend mode had way more to do with enemy spam and really obnoxious design choices rather than like fun, legitimate challenges. This could be subjective, but that's just my opinion. Like I said before, the boss fights were the big highlight of the game for me. I really want to beat Legend mode again to see what happens if you challenge again on Legend though. Damn it. Anyways, thumbs up if y'all enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe if you are not subscribed already. Also, if you'd like to become a YouTube member, hit that join button underneath the video. I actually really like doing these kind of recap review videos. I know they're a bit different from my main ryukahr channel. I've been doing them a lot on my ryukahr Shorts channel. If you're not subscribed to ryukahr Shorts, make sure you go over and drop a sub today. But anyways, I really enjoy this stuff, so hopefully you do too. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.